Now I am going to talk about how you supposed to hunt cross-site scripting. So I will first demonstrate you on the lab websites. So this is a lab link. Let's open this. Okay, let's click on bring it on baby. So this is just a lab and there is one input field that is enter your name here. So I will give a input Batman. So Batman is reflecting. So I will try to inject a simple cross-site scripting code there, JavaScript code there, that is script alert 1 and script tag close. Let's copy this, let's execute this. So it's successfully executed and click on OK. Now they are saying nice try, but use alert document.url to pass this challenge. So instead of 1 you have to use document.url to pass this challenge. Now again I am giving input Batman on challenge 2, view page source. Let's search a Batman is reflecting in HTML code or no. So why we are seeing searching on HTML code? Because browser execute HTML and we know that JavaScript can work with HTML. So that's why we are searching our input in HTML code and we got that. So see, our input is reflecting in this function. Okay. So instead of Batman, if you will give script, it won't execute. It will insert it in this. Because value is taken by this, so it won't execute. We have to anyway we have to go outside of this input function, or we have to close this function so we can execute our code. So let's take example this. What if I will close a Batman value there itself, then our Batman will get executed and we don't care about the other part. So see, in this case our payload will be this and Batman. So let's search this. Let's see what happened in background. Let's check view page source. So see, the value is getting closed here and the Batman is executing and we don't care about the other part because our goal is to execute our input. Now instead of Batman, just keep this script alert 1 script tag close. Let's copy this and let's execute there. So it's executing. See what happened in background. Let's check few pages. So value get closed here, a script alert is executing and we don't care about the other part. So basically value, okay, the value is closing by this, that's why we have closed first. See, value is closing by this, that's why we have closed first and then executed our payload. Now they are saying something that nice try, but use alert document.url to pass this challenge. So I'll use document.url. See, great work. You are welcome to next round. Challenge 3. Let's give a Spider-Man there. Let's check view page source where it's reflecting, which closing tag they are reflecting, ending tag they are reflecting. So I'll copy this. See, challenge 3. So your input is reflecting in where? The value field. Value is starting by double quote and closing by double quote closing. And if you have to close your value first, so your payload will be like this. Double quote closing, because the value is closing by this, Now execute your payload. Script alert 1 script tag close. So I'll copy this. Let's execute this. See, it's executing or not. Let's check this. Supposed to execute. Okay, let's keep this. Okay, see, it's executing. Okay, you have to use alert document.url. So I'll use document.url. See, now challenge 4. Let's give her Iron Man input. Let's check view page source and search for Iron Man where it's reflecting. See, Iron Man is reflecting in this. Copy this. Okay, so challenge 4, and it's Iron Man is reflecting in value, and it's opening by single quote and closing by single quote closing. Now if you have to build a payload for that, you have to close first this value. So I'll use single quote closing because the value is getting closed by single quote closing. Now execute your payload. Script alert 1 script tag close. So why this is executing? Because user's input is not properly sanitizing. Let's execute this. See, we executed, JavaScript got executed there. Let's use document.url. Okay, now challenge 5. Let's search your hello. Right click, view page source, search where hello is reflect. Okay, hello is reflecting there. Now let's copy this. So see, challenge 5. So center is a HTML tag that will reflect your input in center. Script is a JavaScript tag and your input is reflecting in this tag. So if you have to build a payload, you have to first close this script tag. So you can directly use this. So script will get closed completely. So this will get closed completely. Now you can start your own payload. The script alert 1 and a script tag close. Let's copy this. Let's execute there. See, it's executing. Okay, I have to use document.url to pass this challenge. So let's use. Now let's challenge 6. Let's give hello here again. View page source. Search where is reflecting. Okay, there is reflecting. So challenge 6. Okay, see, center is a HTML tag and they started a script and your input is reflecting in a script tag and some variable. You can either use this or you can just directly close your see, payload. You can either use this, the closing directly with the script also, and you can start your script alert 1 and script tag close, or you can just do this. You don't require single quote semicolon to do this. You just directly close the script, so it will directly get closed here only, then hello here only, and then we can execute your code and we don't care about the other part. So let's copy this now. Let's execute here. See, it's executing. Now I will use document.url to pass this challenge. Okay, not done. Okay, Let's do document.url. Done. Now challenge 7, just give hello here. So hello is not reflecting in the direct web page, so you can check in review page source. Okay, let's just reload it one more time. Right click, view page source, search. See, hello is reflecting there in single quote closing. Now if I have to build a payload, I will use single quote closing script alert 1 script tag close. Let's execute this. Now it's not executing. We built correctly, but it's not executing. So check in view page source what happened there. See, basically now it's become a value. Their no value is not closing completely, and they filtered something, and it's reflecting as a string, as a response string. It's not executing, it's just reflecting with some filter. So we cannot execute any script there as they filtered the something. Now see, whenever it will execute a string, you just use, basically in that case you have to, or you can say, so challenge 7. So whenever keyboard input will become a string response, you can try to give input through mouse. So in that case you have to use on mouse payload. See this, earlier there were a function, see this, now it's become a string response, so you can execute on mouse over payloads. So on mouse for payload will be very simple, on mouse over equal to alert 1 and semicolon to terminate the other things. Now the question is, your value started by single quote, so you can close your value by single quote on mouse over equal to, you can give single quote alert 1 and this. If you will use this on the name parameter, because this is a vulnerable, this is reflecting, let's keep this, what happened, it's not executed because on mouse over means what, you have to move your mouse to the vulnerable field. So I'm going to move on the enter your name here. See, it's executed. Whenever you will move your mouse, it will execute. Now give document.url. So I'll use document.url. Okay, move your mouse. See, now challenge 8, just give any input there. Hello. Let's go view page source, search a hello. Hello is reflecting again in single quote closing. Try to build payload, single quote closing, script alert. Now it's not executing. Why it's not executing? Let's check in view page source. It's not executing because they sanitize your user input, so you cannot execute any other payloads there. On the name field, there may be multiple field. There may be another parameter also. See, another parameter, name is one parameter and another parameter is submit. So I will give a Spider-Man. Let's check it's reflecting or not. So it's reflecting. I'll do view page source, in which tag they are reflecting. So they are reflecting in double quote closing. So let's build a payload for that. You can give anything, double quote closing, script alert one script tag close. It's not executing. Just do view password. Why it's not executing? So, see, because earlier there were input function, now it's become a response value. It's reflecting as a value, so it's not fixed currently. Okay, your see how cross-site scripting can execute, how JavaScript will support. See, if your input correctly placed outside of any HTML tag, then should execute. JS will execute, basically JavaScript will execute there, otherwise it won't execute. So we have done a script but it's not executing. In that case we have to see, I told you earlier, whenever you find a string response, then you need to tag input, give input through mouse. So I'll give double quote is a starting point of the tag. So I'll build my payload of double quote on mouse over equal to double quote alert 1, can give semicolon. Let's try to execute this now. Copy. Okay, see, now on mouse over you have to move your mouse. So move your mouse. So I'll move my mouse. See, it's executing. Whenever you will move on spiral, it will execute. So let's check in background why it's executing. See, web developer view page source. In background, the value started by double quote. The value field is Spider-Man and it's closed by double quote. Now, if you will give input through mouse, see, on mouse over, it will execute alert function, and we don't care about the other part because we have terminated the other thing. So let's give document.url. Document.url. I hope, yes, so now we have done all the chapters of this lab. I hope it's clear to you the how we supposed to find cross-site scripting.